got a stripe or two more than me. The only brother I can think that got a stripe or two more than me. Okay, and we got him about a week. He might have got his about a month before mine. But anyway, he is one of the two brothers out of Compton that set it off for all of us. Yeah, I got credit for a lot of stuff, folks. But when straight out of Compton, they was talking about reality raps. They was talking about this man right here and his former partner, Mixmaster Spade. Rest in peace. My guest today. That's right. My guest today is Mr. Batteram himself, Mr. Toddy T. What's up, Toddy T?
Man, what up, Lonzo?
Hanging out, man. Hanging out.
I'm just looking around here. I'm like, man, this bring back so many memories, man.
You told me a story about one time. I didn't remember. I said, nigga, you was at my house. When you get in my house? You got a key?
I was at your house. I was at your house. In your house. This actually is where we did Just Say No at.
You got to have cash to make it these days. You can make it at least 100 different ways.
What?
Yeah, we did Just Say No here. Kane, Dre was here.
Okay.
Eazy was here.
Okay.
Because when I saw Eazy, I was like, man, what the fuck you doing here? He was like, man, they got me rapping. And I was like, nigga, you can't rap.
People think he was trying to be a rapper. You don't believe that? That's a true story. He was not trying to be a rapper.
Yeah. I was like, nigga, what you gonna do? He said, I'm just gonna do like you do. I said, what you mean? He said, I'm just gonna cuss on every motherfucking song, and I was like, man, they told me I couldn't do that. So they cut me down, made me a radio dude, and telling me it wasn't gonna sell. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. They got me doing it, I'm doing it.
See, people don't understand. You're hearing it from, right now, you might as well be talking to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. You talking about the real historians of West Coast hip hop. You don't go no deeper. Me and Toddy T, and once again, Unknown DJ and Mixmaster Spade we was at the ground level, ground zero, day one. This is a day one right here, Doc. Mm-hmm. Day one before hip hop was really. It wasn't even accepted yet. You just, like you said, that you had to become a radio cat to get Batteram played, right?
Yeah. I tried to go in because it all started with the Underground Street tape.
Okay.
And it was funny how I made that tape too, because Spade was always making raps and going to New York,
right?
Because his grandmama stayed in New York, and he would come back with albums and all kind of Treacherous 3, Crash Crew, and he would just sing all day raps.
Ah, okay.
He would say they raps, but like they his.
Okay.
Just own them, and just say the same rap on every tape. And I was like, this dude making a little money slanging these tapes, right? So then I remember one time he kind of clowned me. That's how I wound up making an OG Batteram tape. Oh. I was at his house, Mixmaster Ken, who was another one.
Okay.
They kind of always made their own thing. That was when Genius of Love came.
Okay, right. That was Spade's record, right?
Yeah, that was his record right there. And I think he was like, "Yeah, you can't get none of this, brother. You can't do none of this." And I was like, "Man, you know what? I'm finna go home and make me a tape, and I'm coming back and I'm fucking your shit up." Right. So I called DJ Star, which was Lee. He was part of our crew. Him, Dance a Lot, all them called him. Went home. And while I'm at home, I'm looking at the news. I see the Batteram.
Okay.
Right.
That's
bam, tearing somebody's shit up. Tearing shit up. So then I had to rap and do, and I said, okay, I'm finna write a rap to this, and that's when I came up with the whole tape. So when I did the Batteram tape, I wind up the Batteram OG one off the Rapping Duke. I wind up saying, fuck it, let's just find some instrumentals. So we wind up getting Freaks Come Out at Night, Clucks Come Out at Night. I just made a whole drug.
Okay.
Clucks Come Out at Night, Roxanne, Rockman. Okay. The jazz, what was that? Jazz Sensation, The Cluckhead Got You Busted. Okay. I Need a Beat, I Need a Bitch. All that type of stuff. The Moments of Love, some slow stuff. I mean, it was fun. When I think about it, I was only like 17, just turned 17.
You were still going to high school, right?
I had just graduated.
Okay.
Just graduated. But it wound up being a one, and it was crazy.
How'd you get up with Leon there, man? Leon Haywood, your producer.
This story is gonna trip you out.
Okay.
When the tape got out, it got so large. Everybody, Rhodium, everybody just started bootlegging that motherfucker all over the place. I'm talking about from here to Oakland.
Okay.
So people started looking for me.
Okay.
So they coming to the neighborhood. Like, where's Toddy T? Who's Toddy T? So Keith Buckholzer.
Okay, I remember Beat.
That's who found me. Yeah, rest in peace. Keith found me.
Okay.
Keith went through the neighborhood asking people who tied. They think, who is you?
They the police.
Finally came some type of way. He ended up on my block.
Okay.
And we just happened to be outside. And he say, man, you know, Todd, and my homeboy just looked, and then they wouldn't say nothing. And he was like, who is you? He said, man, I'm trying to make a record. You know, try to get him to make a record off his tape.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, that's me. And we started talking. He took me to Haywood. So we had a talk. We started, you know, talking about the song. We originally did the OG one.
Okay.
But then Haywood was like, man, let's just speed it up. Let's just something they can dance to.
Okay.
Can you do that? And I was good at writing. I said, yeah, just let's start coming with a beat. So we got Hammy Wave.
Okay.
Hammy. What
happened to Hammy, man?
Hammy is in. I talk to him all the time. He came out here to see me.
I want his number when you
okay.
Okay.
You know, because Hammy was behind.
Come on, man.
Shit. You thought Stan the Man. It was Hammy.
Come on, man.
Stan the Man. All the NWA shit.
Come on, dude.
You know, and I liked Hammy because it amazed me because when he walked in, he looked like one of these Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, like the time with the earring and the big pants and all that, and then dude sit down and he go from the keyboard to the guitar. I'm like, this dude here can play everything.
Right.
Everything. So we wound up doing Batteram. I mean, and it took off and did. But before that, this gonna trip you out.
Okay.
While I was recording Batteram, Rudy Party and Snake came looking for me.
Okay.
They found me at Mixmaster Ken house. They found at the time my girlfriend's house.
Okay.
And then they told them I was over here with Mixmaster Ken.
Okay.
And they came over there and they had a dude named Casanova with him, a tall dude. That's the dude that's rapping with me on Batteram that's coming in and out.
Okay.
And so I wasn't yet done with the song, but when he started talking, I can hear his voice. And I had told Rudy and somebody already signed with somebody.
Okay.
And that was,
what year is this?
This was like 84.
84.
Like 84. 84.
Okay. Wow. Now, when you dropped this song, man, when you saw the response to it, you know, how did you feel about that, man?
It felt good when you first hear your song on the radio. It felt good. It felt good because my friends didn't really believe me.
Okay.
You know, my first concert, they didn't even believe me.
Okay. Where'd your first show at?
LA Sports Arena.
With Roger knew?
It was somebody else gave it.
Okay.
It was UTFO.
Oh, it was a real rap concert.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a big show.
Okay.
You know, the dudes who sung Request Line, Rockmaster Scott, it was them. It was a lot of people on it. And that's when I first met Ice-T. Okay. Because when I walked in, I looked to the left and it's this dude in a silk shirt, light-skinned dude, silk shirt, hair, pretty little Mexican girl with him, which was Darlene. And the first thing he said was, "What's up, man? I like your music. I like what you do." And when he going off the street tape, he said, "Man, you one of the reasons I got it cracking."
Look at you, see?
Yeah. He wrote me in the book and said that I was one of the reasons he turned me and a guy out of New York turned them into the gangster rap.
Okay. Most people don't know much about Spade, man. I knew about Spade. We kicked it back in the day, but I wasn't from his neighborhood, so we didn't really hang out a lot. Tell people a little bit more about Spade, man.
Man, Spade was like the greatest friend you can probably. One thing about Spade, you with Spade, you gon' damn sure eat good. Okay. You know, and we all met DJing. I actually met Spade when I was in junior high school. Okay. I was pop locking and I was good. Okay. So people would, come see me, and Spade saw me pop locking one day, so Spade would come get me to go pop lock against high school kids. Okay. And that's how we hooked up. And then I got into the DJing. We started DJing. We was DJs first.
Okay. Everybody was.
Yeah. So we was DJing off the Mama's component sets. Right. Mix pause tapes, shake your pants.
Come on, man. Come on.
All that. And this guy named R.A. the DJ used to take me around with him. So I'm a kid in junior high school carrying his records and equipment and setting up. And then finally he started messing with girls. I got a chance to. He left me there on the turntable. Yeah, I need you to do something right quick. And I knew what to play. Right. So it was cool. That's when they had the realistic mixers back then.
Okay. I had one. She was a little knob on top. Wasn't no fader. It was a knob.
Yes. The realistic mixers.
$129.
And then Spade he got into DJing, and like I said, Spade would go to New York damn near every summer. You know, with his grandmama, and he would come back and say, "Man, they doing some. Nigga, do you know they do block parties? Like, what the hell is that? Where they block off streets and blocks and park, and everybody out there partying."
Wow.
So that was like 79.
Okay.
Because that's when Compton High won CIF in basketball. So we decided to have a block party. The first block party in Compton.
Okay.
And everybody from Compton High, everybody was there. It was cracking on the Prilla block. So Spade started doing, you know, the mixtapes, because he was doing them first, just like I said, slanging the tapes. I was just making regular tapes. I wasn't rapping at all, just mixing. And he would just get the raps from out there, because you walking down the street with your box in your hand, you know, singing all the crash and stuff, but people think they're his raps. Right. You know, because he didn't write it all. Right. You know, so
but he had like a singing rap style that was really funky before
Nate Dogg,
before Bone Thugs and Harmony. He was doing that, you know, that singing rap thing and doing it good. Doing it good. Back in the 80s.
Doing it good. And I thought, you know, I truly believe if he was still living, he would be on somebody's radio station right now. I do. They have to. They would have had to come get him, you know. But he was always still into his hustle game. Right. So Spade was about that money. The streets was a motherfucker, boy. He was into that. So I think he had just had a car accident. What happened was we came here when I saw Eazy. Okay. We came here because I was like, damn, I would go to Dre house on, was it Van Ness somewhere off of Van Ness? Over there.
Van Ness and Q's mama house.
Over there. Because I remember when I first met Dre, it was at Eve After Dark. Okay. I walked in and he was mixing Jam Only. And that motherfucker was making that record go. And he rocked his butt with a 12-inch cut, with a 12-inch cut, with a cut. And I was like, what the fuck? This dude hot. And man, ever since then, I was in love with that dude. I was like, man, this dude the hardest DJ I saw, right? So, and he kept spinning it back. I was going on trying to practice that shit. I couldn't get that shit for shit. Biting like a motherfucker. Okay. So then we was talking, and then y'all had the Wrecking Crew. Right. And then he was like, I called him. I said, man, can you do this beat for us? And, you know, pay Lonzo and pay me. And we'll come over because you had the studio here. And we came here, and that's what I said when I saw Eazy, because we laid Just Say No. And Spade just got into a car accident. A real bad one. He couldn't even walk. So all the time we making it in my head, I'm going, okay, Spade, my homeboy wrote You Got to Have Cash, Baby Charles for him. Okay. So I was like, okay, I hear Spade on this, so we gonna come in, I'm gonna do Spade, but I'm gonna surprise him and say, come on, it's your turn, let's go. Okay. You know, so we laid that, then we went back to Haywood's and laid it, me, Eazy, Dre, I called Spade, so somebody went and got him, brought him to the studio in the wheelchair.
No shit.
Yeah, went in the booth in the wheelchair.
Wow. Yeah. See, I didn't know this myself.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we did that here. LA is a Jungle we did here. We did them two here, and then I don't know what happened after that. They was at Audio Achievements after that. Okay. After that.
Now, you were on a major for a while, weren't you? On a major label?
Nah, I just like
Haywood.
No, when we had probably sold the shit out of Batteram. Right. So then you you sell it to the to the major label, which was Epic. So I did the Epic deal like that. I was always like an independent rapper, because right after that I kind of left Haywood. I gave him like 30 G's to get on. Well, actually, Alvin gave him 30 G's, Buck Holton, with VIP. Right. He was handling. I was working with him.
What VIP did you work with?
He was on Vermont, the one on Vermont.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one of the OGs. Shout out
I used to sell records to him.
Young dude, clean, balling, out of control.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Man, he passed last year?
Nah. Alvin's still living.
Keith Pass.
Keith Pass.
Okay.
Keith Pass.
Okay.
Keith Pass.
Wow, man. So y'all getting some first-hand history from the men who made it. From the man who made it. Okay. He telling me stuff I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And now, when you was around here with, how well did you know Eazy, man?
I knew Eazy real good. We actually was damn near like best buddies after that.
Oh shit.
You know, everybody knew if it was something going on, Toddy T and Eric. You know, when we go to the studio, Eric would call me like, "What you doing tonight?" I'd be like, "Shit, I'm finna go to I see got a club called Water the Bush."
Okay.
And he'd be like, "Fuck it." And I stayed with Keith Buckholz at the time on 91st.
Okay.
And he was like, "Fuck it, we gonna come next thing you know, him, Dre, everybody pulling up."
Okay.
And we all mashed to the clubs, and me and him hung out all the time.
You got any crazy Eazy stories?
I ain't telling them.
Come on,
I'm
say
gonna say them for the book.
Say your behind that. I tried to get him. I tried to get him. I tried to get his ass.
I got some funny shit. Y'all gonna be like, these motherfuckers was crazy. You know. So it was I miss all them dudes, man. They was some genuine dudes. You know.
Right on. Did you? I mean, you still talk to Dre at all? Nobody do.
I never talked to Dre. I haven't talked to Dre since the last time I talked to Dre was when the Chronic came out. They did my friend had a little record shop in Compton before it blew up.
Okay.
And they came and performed all the songs. Okay. Did all that for us.
Who Big A?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then we they called me to the studio. They was like, Dre finna do it. They're gonna go on a show tape. He needs you to come here and bring some records and stuff so they can make a show tape. And I went and I took the records and walked in, Daz, all of them missing. Toddy T, Snoop, everybody. Toddy T, because they always do that to me when they see me. Man, they always thank you. You know, they give me my props.
Right.
And then I remember leaving and I told Dre, that's when they had beepers.
Okay.
I said, man, he said, why you don't hit me up? I said, shit, I do. You keep changing your numbers. But then he gave me a new number, but he told me only call him if I have to call him. So I just never called. I didn't know how to take that. I didn't know what, what he meant by that. And then it was almost a classic. Then I realized it was the classic case of him and Eric is not together. Like when Cube left.
Right.
Now everybody's on different sides. Right. And I'm just a happy motherfucker in the middle.
You know, I've been in Compton all my life. I can't remember nobody ever say anything bad about you, man. I can't recall you being in the bullshit, you know. I can't ever. I mean, here you are, 2020. 30 years later, I can call you and come by the house. All right, I got the flu today, but I'll be by the next Saturday, okay? Yeah. And show up on time.
Yeah, and they still, Snoop heavy with me. I mean, Snoop took Eazy spot for me. Eazy always looked out for me.
Okay.
If he felt like, dang, maybe this dude needs some money or something, or whatever, Eric would send me some money. Snoop the same way. Snoop just got some special kind of powers or something, because sometimes my money can be funny and he just
to tune in.
Todd, I need you to send me this DVD. One of my kids' games, because I always tape this kid's football game.
Oh, okay.
So I was a part of the league with him, so I helped him with that.
Oh, okay.
And so Snoop, okay, I'll send him DVD. I'm sending you some money. This nigga just send me like $600-700 just for a fucking DVD, and I'm like, okay. But then I said, okay, he just, he's looking out.
You know what, man? That's a true homie. I mean, me and Eazy was cool. We wasn't running buddies, but we was cool. And even when he blew up, he would still come by the pad and hang out. And when he needed something out of Ruthless, when they was having problems with Compton, hey man, go down there and talk to Omar for me right quick. You know what I'm saying? And I got it worked out for him. So just some people just stay genuine all the time, man. Yeah. And I ain't saying everybody ain't genuine. Some cats just get too big to come back. They can't come back.
A lot of them don't come back. But now, us being older, you can come back and whatever. But now it's like the youngsters dealing with the young bullshit. You come back, it's always somebody just mad at you. Right. I've had motherfuckers mad at me.
What?
Homeboys, and I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what I do? I had to do one time. I didn't even know this dude. I was at a park picnic, and the dude was high or drunk or something, and he just decided to just go left. And then nigga was like, nigga, you didn't help us. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you. And his girlfriend was like, who he talking to? I said, he talking to me, and she just fired on him.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, fired
his girlfriend fired on him.
Fired on him
for being stupid.
For being stupid, and
That's
a couple of more dudes jumped in after that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, but.
You know, every once in a while, man, somebody on my YouTube channel will try and clown me. You know, man, you didn't do all that right there.
Yeah.
And you be surprised how many cats attack that. Nigga, not him, not him.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know. You run the riding Dre's nuts. You don't really know the cats that put it down before them guys got there.
Yeah, and you know, it's always going to be somebody to try to contradict it, but it's always a young motherfucker.
Yeah, who don't know.
It's not a nigga that's all of our ages. Dre age, my age, your age. It's always a nigga that's go by hearsay,
right,
and don't know. You know,
if you try, I gotta tell them, if you use a Straight Outta Compton as a reference point about Lonzo, kiss my ass. You don't know nothing. You cannot use Straight Outta Compton as a reference point about Lonzo because there was so much done years before that part of my life was even around, was even thought about. That's why I do this podcast. That's why I do these videos. Because people don't realize, man, that it was a whole nother Compton before NWA got their spotlight.
Yeah. But they don't have no problem saying who did what. I mean, when I was with Snoop he was doing a fundraiser for the league, and Cube was there. But this was like 2005. Cube was thanking me, thank you, Todd, and it was you. I said, no, it was you. He like, no, it was you. You know, and we had a good talk.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know. And got his number card, you know, didn't call, but got it, you know.
Cube will call you back. He hits you back.
Yeah.
I got his number from.
That's my favorite. Snoop. Cube is my favorite rapper of all time. There's nobody, you can knock nobody. It's always Cube.
Okay.
You know, always Cube. Then I still would say Snoop, because I always look at the impact that they had.
Okay.
You know, these dudes had the voice. The style, Snoop style was ridiculous. That voice, ridiculous. Nobody but Snoop do that. You know, but they was always real. It was always, you know, their voice was genuine. They you could tell they worked hard in the studio. Right. You know, it wasn't no bullshit coming out their mouth or they barely rapping. Them niggas was, you know, giving it they all.
I was looking at my Facebook page today. Today was like 4 years ago. I met Snoop for the first time.
For real?
I didn't meet Snoop. I didn't hang with y'all.
Ran around.
I ran around y'all. I didn't run into y'all. Okay. And I was at YouTube. I was at YouTube at the YouTube station out in headquarters. He was doing the thing with I forgot his white boy name, Michael somebody. And I met him for the first time. I went to shake his hand, introduce myself. Homeboy, I know exactly you the guy.
Oh yeah,
you know he know
that boy got a memory like an elephant.
Yeah, we wouldn't be standing here, nigga. You know, that kind of shit.
He be saying shit, and I just be like, damn, how you remember? He remember people. I don't remember people that good. My memory is kind of like, but he remembers. Between him and Mixmaster Ken, I be like, these dudes, how you remember this shit? Right. You know, y'all going all the way back, and Snoop is like, he's the hardest working dude, but he has the nicest jobs. I mean,
yeah, he gonna get no better.
He can get up every day and just
go cook with Martha Stewart.
Go do anything. Got a job every day, but he's genuinely for kids. You know, and I always tell people he probably did more for kids in Compton than anybody, as far as just with the football stuff, you know, not with the you still got other people that like got stuff that helps keep kids from gangs. But that's kind of like now, it's been the last 5 years with them, but he's always been there. He's always been, you know, giving kids something to do, keeping kids out of trouble. And I always tell people that, I say, man, he's a genuine good dude.
It's cool to be respected, you know, wherever you go, man. You know, especially now, I very seldom have any conflict with anybody. I've never been one for that bullshit. I have more conflict with my own guys. I have anybody else on the goddamn street. And as we are older and we get to respect and you know, get the respect that we've earned over the years. And again, like you said, you got a couple of knuckleheads that's gonna try to think they gonna rewrite your history because they
all the
saw a movie.
All the time.
But you know, you better read the credits too, fool. Don't just read the damn cover.
Yeah, got, you know, and that's another one of my pet peeves, because it's always somebody want to do a documentary about something. It's always somebody want to do that. I had people from Showtime, I mean, when they did Games documentary, they called me, but they not kept no check.
They ain't cut no checks. I'm doing my own documentary.
You don't cut no check. I don't be fucking with you. I'm just
everybody behind. Let me tell you something about this, right? Everybody behind the camera getting
a check.
But the man in front of the camera that's providing the content, they don't give him a goddamn thing.
Ain't getting paid.
Okay?
Ain't getting paid.
That's why I don't do as many documentaries as I used to. I've done them, and I found a way to get paid from them.
Yeah.
I make a license, a picture, some music or something.
Yeah.
Something to get me some money. I'm not sitting in front of this camera for free giving you my story.
I'm not.
That don't make no sense.
I'm not. It's like, and then I hate it because a big time dude called me because some dude's out in New York. Big time dude's a white guy, but I don't want to say the name, but he's a big one. And he was like, man, they got a documentary. I want to see if you want to be in this documentary. And I said, are they? It's some guys out of New York, okay. So I'm already on that.
That's where the money is.
Yeah, so I'm already like, okay, but then I say, are they paying? And he was like, nah. But I just thought it's almost like they say you want to stay relevant, right. Which I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You know what? I bought that shit for a while.
Yeah, not me.
I bought that for a while. It worked for me. I made it work for me. Mm-hmm. Okay, I bought the relevance. I did Welcome to Death Row. Uh-huh. I got tricked into that motherfucker. I was doing a West Coast hip hop documentary. Next thing I know, it's Welcome to Death Row.
Death Row. Yeah.
This shit anyway. But I did about 4 or 5 videos on the strength, and then I started talking to people who turned me on how to get money out of their ass because they don't want to pay the talent because you got too many people to interview.
Yeah,
and they might end up on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
But they always got a music budget or video budget or something like that. So that's where you get your money from. So I always leverage. Hey man, if you want, I give you an hour.
Yeah, the licenses is the shit.
Yeah,
you got the right
to leverage that shit.
The licenses is the shit.
That's where you get your money from. You don't sit your ass down for free and start talking. Unless you're just desperate to be seen.
And it's a lot of motherfuckers like that.
That's the problem. You got too many cats like that don't have no they can't get a real player. They get the B players.
They get the B players.
Right.
And it's like
second string cats.
It's like, and then they stories don't be right.
They just be lying. They be making up shit. Like, nigga, where the fuck was you at?
Yeah.
I remember, yo.
And then they sometimes they try to convince you that they was there. Nigga, I don't remember none of that. No.
A dude made up a story on me one time and put himself in the story. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even done that before. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, man, we did this. No, we didn't. I ain't never did that before. I got a pretty good memory when it comes to situations from back in the day.
Yeah.
And you just gonna make up a story, put me in it, and then put yourself in it, and make you the hero.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
I look at a lot of stuff and a lot of times people ask you to do documentaries. They never really tell you what it's about. You know, they just throw a big name out like, okay, well, Game got it, which Game is one of my favorite rappers too. You know, got a documentary, which I've learned that technically they don't really be hands-on in documentary stuff like that. Somebody just does it and put them in it for the last minute.
They'll give Game a check, somebody like him a check, to use his name as affiliation, executive producer, associate producer, to get everybody else to sign in on it.
Yeah, but he's a great talent. He was, like I said, Q, Snoop's album Doggy Style. When it came out, I was crazy about it. When Game's album came out, I was like, this dude here. And then it could be a Compton thing too, because I just like all the Compton motherfucking rappers.
Man, my favorite guy is Quick.
It's Quick? Hell yeah. When Quick first album came out,
I had a compilation album called Compton Compilation. I had a guy on my compilation album called Quicksand. Mm-hmm. And my boy Steve Yano from the Rhodium Swap Meet was trying to catch up with DJ Quick. Mm-hmm. And he kept on trying to call me, man, you got Quick? I said, I got Quicksand. I ain't got Quick. And I didn't know, I hadn't heard Quick's mixtape.
Quick had a mixtape.
Quick had a mixtape. He was trying to find a guy who made the mixtape. And I'm like, my guy ain't make no. Then we went around like about a month trying to figure out Quick. I played him, no, they ain't the same dude. Then I heard Quick and I said, oh, I missed that one. God.
Yeah, he was, I run into Quick every now and then, you know, and he, once again, is, you know, Toddy T, what up? Quick is the nicest guy around, man. He's a nice guy.
His birthday was last week, man. I honored him at my award